back when another stream didn't go live for the Manchester United versus Spurs game. Well, anyways, there was bound to be a winner there, and Manchester United did their thing there. And after that, went on for the big one. That is, watched the game, watched it with a few guys, like on one of the streams, went on Igal's channel in between, had some fun here and there, and then came back right here to talk about the game. Arsenal winning 3-0 against Sheffield United. So that was a top result for them, considering the fact that we are playing Slavia Prague in midweek in a game that we need to definitely be winning. Even Slavia Prague will be hoping that they will win that game and win the tie. It's tied at 1-1 right now. We all know that how important the Europa League is, not just for us, for them as well. They want to go through. We want to go through. At the end of the day, it's going to be only one team going through from that fixture, and the fans will be hoping, the Gooners will be hoping that it is Arsenal indeed. So with that being said, let's get into the game. 3-0 to the Arsenal, the Gunners 3-0 for the Good, and scoring 3 goals. That was one in the first half and 2 more in the second half. I don't think anyone will be disappointed with the way that we played overall, because we needed to consider a few things before we went into this game. Point number one, we did not want to overexert our players. We wanted to save energy because of the Europa League knockout fixture, second leg in the midweek, and we wanted to get a result. We didn't want to drop any points from this game as well. We wanted to hold on. We wanted to win this game. We wanted to prove a point that we are playing well as a team. We wanted to make a positive impact. And indeed, the 3-0 win, we have done that. The fan here is too fast, so my hair will be flying around here and there. But at the end of the day, a few good positives coming out. As I can see Twitter right now, I can see Ceballos is trending. I could see Thomas Partey was trending some time ago. I can see Arsenal is trending. I can even see Harry Kane is trending, because he's going to leave the shit club and move away. Bye-bye, Harry Kane for Spurs, and he's going away. But anyways, let's not get into the Spurs side of things, because they lost. And no matter how many trolls we throw at them, they are going to still be trolls at the end of the day. And yeah, I could see this AFTV throwing a few contests around. Nice. 71 pounds, throwing money around, I guess. But anyways, the contests are there to be won. And with regards to Arsenal, there was a game to be won tonight, and we indeed did. Big win for us, 3 points, and we are back in 9th place, if I'm right. Let me quickly just check the table out. The table, EPL table right now. Lacazette getting a brace. The guy that I said would be Arsenal's top scorer, and he exactly is doing that and proving me right once again. So that seems to be fun. With respect to the Premier League table, yes, we are in 9th place now, 2 points behind Everton, who have a couple of games in hand, and the same number of games played as Spurs and Liverpool. But let's see what Spurs are doing right now. We are on 45, they're on 49. We can finish above them. And Liverpool are on 52, who are 7 points ahead of us with the same games played. So it will be tough catching up with Liverpool, who will be in 6th place as of now. But we can always try to catch up with Tottenham, who will be in 7th place. So there is still a Europa League spot up for grabs, because, as I said, Spurs is at 7th. They have 49 points. But the only thing is Everton has a couple of games in hand. They are in 47. They can go till 53. They can go above Liverpool once they play their 2 games, if they win those. But one of those matches will be against us as well. So that is something that we can consider. Leeds are at the same points as us. 31 games, 45 points. Aston Villa has a game in hand. They are on 44. They can go above us. They can go to 47, the same as Everton as well. So there is some good competition happening around in the league table. And if Arsenal wants to win, yes, their opponents need to lose points, and then that is how we can make it to the Europa League. The other way around is the tougher way to get things done. That is, win the Europa League, make it to the Champions League, shut the haters up, Arteta in, and that is something that could happen as well. but it will not be easy. And we as Arsenal fans already know that, and we know about it. We are not new to all these things. We know about it. We know that this is not going to be easy, and it's never going to be easy for Arsenal, who have this added pressure of performing and putting in solid performances and getting things done, which they don't generally tend to get done that easily. And so at the end of the day, there will be things that teams will want Arsenal to do, and that is drop points, lose games, all those things that we tend to do every season, season after season. Uh, we have some issues, some mentality issues. I heard one of the fans say that we should probably send our players to visit a shrink or a psychiatrist at times, because it is a mentality thing. I understand it's a mentality thing, but that is where the manager and the players and everyone else comes in as well. So there are more things with respect to that, and more things happening. Oh, it's not going to be easy for us. Danny Ceballos, do I think, does he have or deserve a chance at Arsenal right now? I think he's done. Irrespective of what he does today, what he has done today, what he does in the upcoming weeks, I think he's done. He's done. He's done. Don't we can't tolerate his inconsistency. Danny Ceballos, good game today, no denying that. He was trying everything you can say abnormal today. He wasn't doing the simple stuff. He wasn't trying to play a simple pass, left to right, right to left, straight passes. No, he wasn't trying those today. He was trying cheeky stuff, those flicks, those back flicks, those back heels, those front heels, everything that you have not seen Danny Ceballos do for maybe like a few years now. Everything that you expect Danny Ceballos to be doing, but he wasn't doing for Arsenal. He wasn't doing for Real Madrid. That's why probably he ended up at Real Sociedad in the first place. So the thing is, what did he? Danny Ceballos. No, Odegaard was at. Odegaard was at Real Sociedad, if I remember right. Danny Ceballos, was he at Real Sociedad as well? No, Real Betis. Sorry, my bad. Yeah. So I just checked Real Betis. Danny Ceballos was at Real Betis. And there is a reason, there is a particular reason why he was at Real Betis. The reason is this, that his consistency is a huge problem. And that has always been a problem. So now at Arsenal, like a club like Arsenal, we can't. One second. We can't tolerate these things, and we can't have the inconsistency. We are not a player who can. We are not a club who can experiment a bit with the up and down of a player's career, and then think that things will work out for him or her at Arsenal. We don't work like that. We need well-made players right now, especially for the men's team. The women are doing great, but I'm talking about the men in general. And I have just seen something very funny on Twitter. So there is this guy whose name is Umar, and he's saying Lacazette should not start on Thursday. I don't care if he got 2 goals today. Are you freaking kidding me? If you're not going to start Lacazette on Thursday, my comment is Lamau, LMAO. Whom are you going to start then? Should I contact Thierry Henry and ask him to come out of retirement? So this people saying Lacazette got a couple of goals and still shouldn't start on Thursday. These guys are just too much, man. These guys are too funny. I really, I really have a laugh sometimes. They were hyping up Gabriel Martinelli, who had a decent game today. Nothing so special, a decent game. But at the end of the day, they were overhyping him. And if he didn't get that goal, or if he went off injured again, these guys would have blown a casket. They would have lost it. But at the end of the day, it's funny. It's really funny. Don't play Lacazette on Thursday. Why? Because he scored a couple of goals today. So he missed a couple of goals the other day, and was Was it a couple of goals? At least a goal, a good chance he missed the other day. Today he scored a couple. He missed one. And if he can score a couple and miss one or two against Slavia Prague as well, but he scores a couple and we defend well enough to not concede two, I don't think anyone will be complaining. Let's get Thierry Henry out of retirement, shall we? We won't even need Aubameyang now. If that happens, Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp come out of retirement. So, anyways, jokes apart, so we had a good game. Let me just share with you a few numbers. Arsenal versus Sheffield United. And this I will show you. Definitely. I will show you the stats of the game. People saying that we would rather start Aubameyang ahead of Lacazette. Share screen. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. Wait, what? Yeah, so the stats. For 7 to 14 total shots, 2 to 5 shots on target. We had more, 45%, 55% possession, 466, 571, 84% pass accuracy, 89% pass accuracy for Arsenal. Good, 9 fouls to 6, yellow cards 1 each, no red cards, 2 offsides to 3, 2 corners to 4, though our corners are pathetic. So those were the stats of the game. Nothing much to talk about there, but yes, we had more shots, we had more goals, we had more everything, apart from fouls, red cards, and yellow cards. Just a quick update. The reason Aubameyang was not playing today, because he is ill. He is ill, not injured. Aubameyang was not playing today because he is ill. So he may not even play on Thursday. You don't know yet. He may not even be part of the squad. He may not even be part of the squad on Thursday. So that is another update. That is a quick update for you guys, for all the Arsenal fans who want to know what is happening around the club. Aubameyang did not play today because he is ill. He's ill. He's not well. Unwell. So if that is the case, it may so be the case again that he may not feature for Arsenal on Thursday, and we may have to use the likes of Lacazette and Martinelli to do our thing, to go through to the next round of the Europa League. Let me switch off the karaoke mode a bit. But yeah, I'm just chilling and enjoying, and at the end of the day, Cozy Arsenal podcast. Yeah, a lot of people doing reviews, some doing it based on my ideas, but yeah, helping everyone is good at the end of the day. Now I need to find my set of audience that I need and can render to. I can go live on the page and whenever I want, but I have not been doing that in recent times. So let's see. There are a few adjustments, a few changes that may be needed. Some things happening here, there, everywhere. Let's see. A few more. The watch time is the need of the day. For the monetization to start, I can target it based on a few ideas that I have. Those ideas always keep coming. The things always keep coming. So a lot of things happening. Again, good game for Lacazette today. I think he is most of the guys. He is the man of the match for most of the game. Guys that are there. Lacazette as man of the match. And the guy just said, let me just read out what the guy just said. He said, go check his Instagram story, mate. Aubameyang's Instagram story. Let's check out Aubameyang's Instagram story. So what's happening on Aubameyang's Instagram story? What is happening on your Instagram story, Obama man? Let's see. Let's see. So I'm here on Instagram. I'm on Instagram, and as soon as I open Instagram, the hot chicks start pouring in. But let me just quickly see what's happening on Aubameyang's Instagram story. What does this guy know that I don't know? It's loading. Let me. Okay, let me just see. Aubameyang. What did Aubameyang? Why did the Aubameyang cross the road? Oh, basket is glory. Oh, basket is. I'm just checking it out. Checking this out. Checking it out. Checking it out. Checking it out. Check out reality. So what did Aubameyang say? Let's see. Aubameyang story. Gutted I can't be there tonight, but hopefully back healthy on Thursday. Let's go, boys. That villainous laugh for the fact that I'm going to write this and I'm going to read it out. You do realize he said, hopefully. It could be nothing serious. It could be COVID. It could be anything. So you do realize it could. He said, hopefully. So, anyways, that's that. And what I was trying to say is that at the end of the day, I think Lacazette should start. I don't give a shit what this guy thinks. He, anyways, seems to be high on something. Apart from that, Dani Ceballos in a number 10. Would I take it? If Saka is injured, Odegaard isn't fully fit, Smith Rowe isn't fully fit. If Pepe will play, Pepe will obviously play. Willian might start. Then no, Aubameyang, not sure. I think I would try Dani Ceballos there. Thomas Partey and Xhaka the same combination behind him. I don't mind this. The only thing is that it has to be Cedric has to be the proper left back. Bellerin will be right back, so it will be a proper defense this time. I don't mind that combination coming in there, and at that point of time, I think that could work. So at that point of time, it could really work, and that could be a positive for us, and that could really work. So the guy is now saying it's just a flu. It's just a flu. There ain't no just a flu anymore. There really ain't just a flu anymore. It's not just a flu anymore. Do you understand what I am saying? The world is ending. I don't do impersonations well. The world is ending. Do you understand? Do you understand? Do I sound like? But anyways, the fact of the matter is that, as I was saying, that I don't mind Aubameyang being on the bench, but I don't think he will be starting. He doesn't have the physicality or the commitment, right? Not the commitment. I won't say commitment is a problem. The form right now to actually trouble the opposition. He's trying his best, I can say, in a way, but he's not able to. It's not clicking for him. It's not clicking in that sense. So I think he needs some time off. He deserves all the time that he can get. He can obviously have a bad season. Again, people are saying Aubameyang is done. He doesn't care about the club. He's got his money, whatever contract, etc., etc. It's not about that. Aubameyang has the right and deserves a bad season. He has enough money in the bank, or you can say, like Igal would say, he has enough funds in the bank to have a bad season and not be questioned about his loyalty towards the club and the fact that he doesn't care about the club and all those things. If he didn't care about the club, he would have probably not signed for Arsenal. He would have played out his contract and just left and gone probably, or tried to make the move happen to another club, taking a wage cut, like maybe Real Madrid. Give me a lesser wage. I don't mind. I want to come there. I promised my grandfather that I would be playing at Real Madrid one day. So why I'll extend at Arsenal? Let me just go to Real Madrid for a slightly lesser wage. he could have done that. I mean, at the end of the day, if someone is desperate for that move, they just move. But he took a practical decision. So I don't think he wants to lose the things, or you can say the love, the support, the charm that he has on this Arsenal fan base, the way that they love him. Big up Russ. So I think Aubameyang does have the right to have a bad season. I think the fan base needs to really chill out if he's not firing this season. Like, let me give you an example. Last season, Lacazette was not firing. He was poor. He had his injury problems. He had other problems. Last season, Lacazette was a mess. Unfortunately, the fan base forgot that the season before, Lacazette was player of the season. He did his part by scoring goals, by creating goals. Last season, he was not good. Bad season, gone. This season, he is not great, but again, he's looking like player of the season once again. If that happens, now the same thing with Aubameyang. 2 or 3 seasons continuously, he had good seasons. One bad season, he could still make a comeback. But if this fan base doesn't, you can say, behave in a proper way and start respecting the fact that a player can have a bad season, it could become all the way like a Oliver Giroud situation or a Mesut Ozil situation, and again backfire on them, because Arsenal has to stick to Aubameyang for a couple of seasons at least. And Russ is at the back, and I'm just adding him in. Hold on, this is not the right one. Okay, I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the best one. How are you doing, Russ?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
I think it's one of the happy days that we have won. So I think no Arteta in versus Arteta out debates today.
Makes a change, doesn't it, mate? To be honest. Yeah. What were you saying about Aubameyang? Sorry, can you just recap? Sorry, I was just.
Yeah, I was just saying that, okay, Aubameyang is not having a great season. He's had 2 or 3 good seasons. I think the fan base needs to chill out a bit and stop questioning his loyalty and commitment to the club, and just accept that every player has one bad season after maybe a season or two. It's not just about his contract. There are other things happening around him as well. And like Lacazette had a very bad season, you can say last one. Before that, he was player of the season, and now he's doing a bit more. Aubameyang could do the same next season and the last season of his contract.
He could do, yeah. I mean, he's obviously, like you said, there's been extenuating circumstances. He's had off the field issues. We don't know quite what's gone on there. I mean, he's turned up late for matches, etc., hasn't he? So obviously, there's something playing on his mind. It's not just his football that's being affected. There's obviously something going on in his personal life that we don't know, and yeah, he's just had an off season. There's nothing to say that he won't rekindle his form, but he's getting to a stage where his physicals are just going to fall off a cliff at some point, and unfortunately, I think that's happening now. So, but yeah, I mean, he could prove us wrong and have another great season next season. But yeah, this season's been a complete and total write-off for him, basically.
Yeah, and I don't mind the criticism. I was one of the first people to start criticizing him, that he should probably be rotated, rested, brought on as a super sub. But the thing that I don't like is, why do people want to question his commitment because he's not performing? It happens with every player. Defenders have bad seasons. Van Dijk was looking bad before he got injured, and we have so many examples. Harry Maguire has been looking bad since he moved to Manchester United. Our own players have had on and off seasons. The only one right now maybe probably is performing is like consistently is Saka. Danny Ceballos is a very big example who can't consistently play even 90 minutes, forget a season. Same thing goes maybe with Xhaka, El Neni. We have all such examples, and then we go out, like some of these fans go out and say Aubameyang is done because he got his contract, he doesn't care about the club. I mean, I don't understand that side of things, because like, why are they so impulsive in a way?
I can't really sort of. It's one of those things, isn't it? I mean, unfortunately, he's had the worst season of his career after he signed his last big contract. So obviously, people are going to be a bit funny, aren't they? They're going to think, oh well, he's got his money now. He can sort of put his feet up and sort of chill out and not put the effort in. As we've said, I don't think there's a lot of that. Obviously, something's going on behind the scenes with him, and obviously, as I said, he's turned up late to matches. It's not like him, and so obviously people are going to start questioning his commitment, and his performances haven't been great at all. So obviously people are going to start getting on his back.
Yeah, and if that is the case, if money is everything for Arsenal players, We can never sign a big money player. I mean, look what happened with Pepe. Look what happened with Pepe, and maybe if we sign another, maybe look what happened with Ozil. So I think
Thing
then
is with
money is the yeah.
Pepe doesn't get a run in the team, does he? I mean, that's I don't think that we would see the Pepe we paid £75 million for. We won't see him until he gets a run of 10, 15 games. He's not. He plays 2 or 3 and he's taken out. And you can't do that to a player with like that sort of price tag on his head. If you pay that money, you got to play him.
But don't you think that even Unai Emery had dropped him for a reason, which was like substantial, that he was not doing enough in training?
I don't
And
think he wanted him in the first place, did he? So
no,
he could have gone through that and say, well, I don't really want that player, so I'm going to use him how I see fit. It's like Willian with Arteta, isn't it? Arteta wanted him, so he plays him more than he should do. You know, I don't know what the answer is.
no, but honestly, see, the thing is, when Saka wasn't even like the full time in squad player, we all could see probably that he was doing more than Pepe,
Yeah.
irrespective of him being a nobody. And Pepe, who was expected to do a lot more, didn't do enough. And if if say suppose Saka and Martinelli were fit game week in and week out, and Arteta they would fit into Arteta's system, I think Pepe wouldn't see more than Europa League games. In the Premier League, he wouldn't even be played. I think it could be maybe one of these strikers or maybe even Balogun next season, and Pepe may not even get games.
Yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see in the summer, won't we? We'll have to see where we are. We'll see. First thing we have to see if Arteta's still in charge next season. We have to see. I think a pre-season. Hopefully, if everything goes to plan, then every team will have a proper pre-season this year, which is what we really need. We just need a bit of time out, and then just get everyone together, and then just sort of just have a pre-season, because no teams had that, have they, last year?
No.
It's just it's hard. I mean, I really like Pepe. I think there is a player in there. I just but as I say, you can't just put him in the team and then take him straight out again. It's not helping anyone. There's no consistency with what Arteta's doing with the team. He's if you score a hat trick, you could be dropped for the next game. There's no continuity. For me, Arteta is just making too many changes on a match by match basis.
And the other problem with Pepe is I don't see that he has the body strength or the you can say the physicality to survive in the Premier League. But again, what did you make out of the game today overall?
Well, personally, I can't take too much away from it, because Sheffield United were just awful, and they are at the bottom of the table for a reason. They are just a really rubbish, average side, and if we should be beating teams like that, to be honest. We ran out 3-0. We played very well in the second half. The first half, I didn't think we were very good. Sheffield United were even worse. But I'll take the 3 points, and scoring 3 goals I think is very important to carry that momentum into the game against Slavia.
Yeah, and I mean, I expected a 2-0 win. I am happy with 3-0. The only thing that I will not be happy about that game will be possibly Saka going off and Martinelli also hurting himself a bit. But he did manage to run it off as well, and he did score a goal as well. I think that would give some of the fans in the fan base a lot of orgasms, to say the least. I could see people posting tweets on Twitter when Martinelli was announced in the playing 11. People like Babs and other guys saying, I have tears in my eyes because Martinelli is starting. They had sent out such tweets. I was like, what is this going on here? I mean, the guy already started a couple of games this season and got injured both times. Why are people hyping him up so much so that the guy, before he's on the pitch, he's under such a lot of pressure? And
are they not out there? Sorry, mate. No, carry.
No worries. So I was just saying that I don't get it. Why were fans sending out such tweets that we have tears in our eyes, and they were just gassing him up in a way, like some of these people say that Arsenal fans tend to do at times. And luckily, Martinelli did not get injured. He did not go off, and he scored that goal as well. I am happy for Martinelli, but It's a weird kind of pressure that the fans tend to put on some of these young players. He's just 19.
Yeah, you can't put all that pressure on a 19-year-old kid. I mean, he's unfortunately, it's just gotten to a point, isn't it, where because he's not in the team, everybody seems to think that he's going to be the saviour, and clearly he's not. He had a good game today, don't get me wrong, but you can bet that he won't play against Slavia. He'll be dropped for that game. It's one of those things. I don't know whether it's a hangover from when Mikel was at Man City, that he, like with Phil Foden and stuff like that, that people were clamouring for him to play, but obviously Man City are a different ball game. They've got better players than Phil Foden, but obviously they're reaping that rewards now because Foden is playing and he's putting in some really good performances. But I think it's just a case of Arsenal fans thinking that we don't have that depth in our squad that Martinelli should play, and he did very well today. Don't get me wrong, but you can bet your bottom dollar he won't start against Slavia.
Yeah, and his fitness is a major problem. That is one of the main concerns I think even Arteta has at times, and that is why he's also not confident in playing him. I was about to just do it for this stream for half an hour, and then I'll be jumping on for Steven's stream as well, and a few more streams possibly. A lot of people now doing the post-match game review after the match. Just one thing, I had put out a poll. I don't know if you saw it as well or not. If you had the choice of selling one of the players from Aubameyang and Lacazette, whom would you sell? I'll tell you the result of the poll after that.
It's got to be Laka in it. At least Laka's sort of coming into last year's contract. We've got to get some money for him. I think we've got to sell Laka, to be honest.
So you would still keep Aubameyang and sell Lacazette?
I don't think there's much of a buyer's market for Aubameyang, mate. I don't think there's not going to be many teams that could be able to pay his wages.
No, but honestly, if irrespective of the conditions and the criteria, if you had to sell one, who would you sell?
It's hard, isn't it? I mean, it's like we said earlier. I don't know if Aubameyang could recapture his form or whatnot. I don't know. It's a hard one. I probably still sell Laka, to be honest. Go on, give me the result of the poll.
Okay, it was 51.7% would sell Aubameyang.
Really?
48.3 would sell.
Well, if I put mine in now, will that make it 50-50?
It would, but the poll has ended. But more or less, you can get the idea.
Yeah, it's difficult, mate. It's really difficult. You put it like that, it's really difficult.
Yeah, because see, at the end of the day, I think one more thing that I wanted to see from that poll is how much the current season and what the player is doing plays an impact on the fans' mind. If this was Lacazette, if this was a poll at the end of last season, Lacazette would have been destroyed in that poll.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because it is a poll at this point in this season, Lacazette is winning that poll and Aubameyang is going down. Maybe at the end of the season, if Lacazette loses his form and Aubameyang regains his form, and I put out a similar poll again, they will be willing to sell. So at the end of the day, people always tend to change their replies based on what they feel instantly, and that is a lot more. That is something that is a big worry for Arsenal fans and Arsenal club as well. People like Thierry Henry have had to deactivate their Twitter accounts because of what abuse they're getting online and all that happening around. So hopefully, let's see what happens. I think people say that Arsenal needs to improve. I think the fan base also needs to improve to an extent. We have that issue going around.
Yeah, you're right, mate. It changes from match to match, but Arteta doesn't help things because he keeps changing things. And obviously, as I said, like the centre backs, each match the centre back pairing is different. They're never going to get a partnership together if you keep changing it every bloody game, you know. But anyway,
I think the left side of the centre back, he has both who are equally good. I mean, Gabriel and Pablo Mari. The problem is his right side right now, the right centre back. Rob Holding isn't good enough. David Luiz is his first choice, according to me, to partner with either Gabriel or Pablo Mari. But he's injured now. He may be back, but he's not a long-term solution as well. So I think he needs a right centre back, which is going to be one of his priorities to buy in the summer window as well, because Chambers is now a fixed right back backup.
Yeah.
So I think
Holding for me can't play with Gabriel. They just can't play together. They're awful. But Mari and Holding looked quite well today. But as you say, we got David Luiz is our best centre back, but I don't know whether he'll be here next season. So obviously we've got to do something at centre backs.
Yeah, I think we don't have any options there as well. We have Mavrapa and Os, who's more or less
He's had a
done.
good season.
No, I don't know. Would you take him at Arsenal? Would you keep him at Arsenal?
But at the end of the day, if he's having a good season at the moment, what about Saliba? I mean, what's going? I don't know what's going on with this.
I think the plan with these youngsters like Saliba and Martinelli, and even if you say to an extent Balogun and all these guys, was to play them next season when
Hmm.
all this deadwood would be gone, and there would be, like you can say, 50% more opportunities for all these young players.
Yeah,
But what has happened is, I think Saliba is one of the most impatient ones out of all these youngsters.
yeah,
I don't even blame Guendouzi for going out on loan, because going out on loan, he has realized that I want to play for Arsenal. No one
yeah.
can pay me the kind of money and give me the kind of exposure that they can give me, and that
Hmm.
is why the change in his statements. But I think William Saliba doesn't really care. Maybe it could be because the flow of emotions and all the problems again happening. Similar something could be happening with Aubameyang as well. Some issues going on that we don't know about. That is why again, I would like to see what happens in the summer transfer window.
Yeah.
Even if we don't play Saliba, and if Arteta doesn't rate him, I would like to sell him for a good amount of money.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. If he's not in his plans, then you could sort of tell at the beginning of the season he sort of played in that friendly, didn't he? And after that, he didn't get looking. So you may as well just if he's not in Arteta's plans, if Arteta is manager next season, just get rid of him.
Yeah, probably try to sell the 23. We paid 23 odd million. Try
Yeah.
to get maybe another 30, 40 million, something like that for him if we can. It could work that way as well. We could probably get in a good defender
Well,
that we want
yeah.
and
Yeah.
Arteta wants. Anyways, Russ, thank you for coming on. We'll quickly wrap it up. We'll
No
probably
worries,
do a
mate.
more. We'll do a more, you can say, pre-announced and pre-planned stream. This was something that we are trying to do. I am trying to do, like I do sometimes, the halftime review, like to see where a game goes. And now I want to start these post-match reviews as well, possibly just after the game, so that we can have a quick word and not. If there is frustration, we can vent it out. If there is happiness, we can talk about it, and it works a lot better than I think than watching those 2 hours of football while talking
Yeah.
all the time. I think it works better than watch along. So I would like to do more of these. So
No
hopefully
worries,
we
mate.
can fix something up for the next game, maybe for the Slavia Prague game that we have in midweek, and hopefully you and Bhargav and a lot more people can join in as well.
No worries, mate.
So
Thanks for me having me on for 5 minutes.
are you working on any channel in particular, or have you set up your own channel? What are you
I've
doing
got my
apart?
own channel, Arsenal Central, which is just down there, mate. Yeah, but
Okay.
usually I'm usually just around like Ryan's podcast, or, Mr. Arsenal, things like that. Sometimes on the Blind Gooner, but yeah, I've got my own channel down here. So yeah, so if anyone could sign up and have a look, yeah, there you go, mate.
So I'll just follow it. I'll just subscribe to it today as well.
Cheers,
And
mate.
are you doing watch alongs and stuff, or what exactly are you
No,
doing on your
I'm
channel?
not doing any live streams at the moment, mate. I'm just doing videos sort of like 5 to 10 minutes. So yeah, just getting my thoughts out there. But yeah, nothing else really, mate.
Okay, I'm just quickly going on to your channel and subscribing as well.
Thank
I
you
can
very
see,
much.
and you will get a couple of subscribes from me, one from my main channel and the Beyond the Post channel as well. And
Thank
big
you
up
very
once again.
much.
You're welcome, and big up to you once again for coming on. And hopefully we can do more such shorter version of the streams rather than those long ones.
Yeah, the long
And
ones.
yep. It becomes after a time, it becomes kind of, you can say, saturated, because
Yeah.
Arsenal aren't playing the best football right now, and hopefully they can change that around quickly enough. And thank you once again for coming on. And for a few people, like I could see few glimpses of people coming in and out of the stream. So thank you for you as well. Thank you to you as well. And hopefully all are safe. We are in lockdown 2 here. I hope you are also safe and doing well. And we won. Let's celebrate. Mini celebration for this game is fine. We have a big test on Thursday. We need to win that game, because I think that is the main competition that we have this season.
That's the
Nothing
main
more.
focus, yeah.
Yep, nothing more left this season. And at the end of the day, hopefully a title coming in soon. I don't know whether it will be the Europa League or another FA Cup or League Cup in the future, but hopefully we get something. Arteta gets hold of something, and there is a balance maintained. So big up to all you guys. Be home, be safe, take care, and come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you Gunners. Thanks a lot, mate. Bye.